It's all starting a little bit earlier than we typically get our first snowfall. And this is a big snowfall for especially the folks north of New York City. New York City, I mean, if you're out walking the roadways right now, you're thinking like, look, I'm staring at pavement. Well, the roadways have been treated. The temperatures are hovering a little bit above the freezing mark at 33. Now, we do have some light snow falling. We had some stronger snow squalls that came through earlier. But right now, when you take a look at the radar picture, all right, look, you probably know this by now, that the whites and that bluish color are the snow, the yellows and the oranges and the red and that green, that's all rain that's offshore right now. Now, keep in mind, the water temperature, I just checked in on this earlier today, it's still 50 degrees. 50 degrees. So if you get a wind coming off that water, that's why all of our coastal areas started off as rain today. And now that easterly wind has shifted to the northeast, it's all turning over to snow. That's going to continue to be the case. Got some strong bands up around Albany. I'm telling you, Albany ends up picking up a 2-foot snowstorm out of this whole thing. Our northern suburbs, Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess, are going to get some big numbers as well. North of Kingston already, 14 inches of snow on the ground. How does this progress? Well, 11 p.m. tonight, we're still talking about bands of snow, but it's not everybody. It's not a blanket coverage, okay? You've got like a band here, you've got nothing here. You got a band here, you've got, nothing offshore around Montauk at that hour. That's 11 p.m. Then you go through the overnight hours. 7 o'clock in the morning, your Tuesday morning commute. I think it's slick out there, okay? Whatever roadways were wet and untreated are going to be slick at that point in time. But even east of the city could still have some snowflakes that are flying around 7 a.m. Out of here by about 11 a.m. How much more snow do we pick up? I want to show you the biggest numbers and the smallest numbers, all right? The North American mesoscale is saying up to an additional 3 inches for New York City. We already have an inch on the ground. That would give us 4, putting 4.7 for Kingston. They've already got about 10. That puts, almost 15 inches for you. If you look at the smallest numbers I can show you, the RPM, rapid progression model, is saying a half an inch for New York City. That would give you your grand total of 1.5. Still putting 2.6 around Kingston, which would put you over a foot as well. My numbers look like this: the 2 to 4 in the city. Just outside the city, away from the coast, you get into a 4 to 7 inch range. You've got a 7 to 12 north of that. Now, for a place like northern Bergen, okay, I would not be surprised if this 7 to 12 inch range maybe dropped down to clip portions of northern Bergen. You've already got a 6-inch reading in places outside the city in Bergen County. I think you could break into a 7 to 12 inch range. And then north of that is where you find that 12-inch plus number. So across the board, 40 degrees for your day tomorrow. But again, you're starting off at 30, so those numbers are sub-freezing in the morning. You'll see some sun as you go through the day, but it's a windy day tomorrow. Remember that, gang. Starting tonight, winds could be gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour throughout your day as well. 42 Wednesday, 43 Thursday, 43 on Friday. The tough, problematic day of the work week is today, right now.
December is no joke.
Starting off with a little bit of a bang.
Here we go. All right. Thank you, Lonnie. And stay with us for continuing Storm Watch coverage. CBS2 this morning begins at 4:30 a.m. with the crew up-to-the-minute information for your morning commute. You can also get updated forecasts anytime, anywhere at our website and 24/7 on our streaming service, CBSN New York.